Good morning and welcome to the craft room. I'm Ellie Barnes. Today we're looking at another project for our 12 days of Christmas. This one's a little bit more fun. It's something the kids will love, but even big kids will love it too. So we're going to get straight into it and have a look. We're going to use the Festive Friends bundle. So let's get down to the desk. Oh, before we do, there, I'm shaking you around. Are we going live in the right place? Oh, it's not coming up. Oh, maybe we are. That looks like we are. Just a bit of a delay there. So let's get down to the table and have a look at what we're going to be using today. We're using the Festive Friends kit. Now, I'll see if I can get it sort of a little bit more angled. Okay, let's get that in there. Now, the Festive Friends bundle comes with dies and stamps, and it has 4 great images: an elf, a Santa, a snowman, and a tree. You can cut these images out, not the tree, but you can cut the 3 characters out. You can cut out some snowflakes, you can cut out a label, and you can cut out 2 different types of Christmas trees. You can also cut out a tag. Now, we're going to use the tag cut, and we're using, and I thought I had put them on stamps, but on blocks, but I haven't. I have. They're over here. They're hiding. I've already done a number of them, but today we're going to concentrate on these 2, and then you'll see what we've done. So the first thing I need to do is bring in the cut and emboss machine. Let's get this on here. And we're going to cut out a white piece, so a white tag, and I'm using the basic white thick cardstock for this. And we're going to cut out a piece of designer series paper. Now you can go this way. Now this designer series paper, let's have a look at that. This is not in the Christmas set. It is in the Weekend Adventures designer series paper. It doesn't say it's Christmas. It's not Christmas anywhere on the set, the bundle, the suite. I think it might be scrapbooking as well. But these trees, to me, said Christmas. And I thought they were lovely. So I'm using them in this project. And we're going to cut another one. So we're cutting a label out in designer series paper too. Now, I could spend all day cutting, but I have done some before. So you need to cut quite a few of these. In fact, I needed 16. That's where a wonderful husband comes in, or assistant. So I've got today, where are my other 2? I've got 2 more somewhere. Here. So to do what we're doing, I do need more. I don't know why I did that. We will do just 1 of each at the moment. Oh no, we've got to do it all, don't we? Oh no, we'll be right. I've worked out what I'm doing. Oh, gosh, brain dead for a minute. This is what happens when you prepare in advance and then you don't look at it all before you start. Okay, so on this set, we're going to do Santa. So I need 2 of each. So let's get 2 Santas all stamped up. give him a good ink up because I want the blacks black. And that's my two Santas. I'll put that aside. Now, normally Santa's red, but I already have two Santas in red. So these Santas are going to be blue. So I'll take my mat out, and they're very easy to colour. You're just colouring in a hat. And I'm using the blend pens, but I'm just using them for colouring. I'm not blending anything. I like colouring with the blends because you don't get any lines. Now, these don't take long to colour, as you will see. Looks a bit different as Blue Santa, doesn't he? I just went over the line there. Didn't pass colouring at school, obviously, but I'm not going to worry. It shows that these are handmade, not store-bought and big part of a production. So there's my blue Santas. I'll give him black boots. That tip's a bit yuck. They get a bit yuck on the tips, those paintbrushes sometimes, so sometimes it's easier to use this end. And then I'm just going to colour his face in. I'm going to leave his hands white because I always remember Santa having white gloves on. There we go. So that's how quickly they colour in. So now I have two Santas coloured in. I'm going to take these pieces that we cut out and I'm going to glue them together back to form a card. Come on, ink, glue. Must be getting low. And I like to put them under a block just to hold them in place and make them dry, or while they dry, so they stick together well. Now that's how I've done my Santas. I've got two here glued together already for the Christmas tree. And I'm going to use blue again because I have green trees. We'll put Santa over here. I already have some green trees. So let's make some blue trees. And then we'll see what we've got. Now I just inked it up once, then to the side and to the side. And that's it. that's it for stamping at the moment. Oh, it is it for stamping. So, we'll get rid of our stamp mat. This is going to be a fairly quick one, but the reason I wanted to get a lot of it done because it's all repetitive. You can see how easy it is that these cards come together. And as I said, I did use the thick paper so that they're a bit stronger, the thick white paper. So we have, I think we can do it this way and fit them all in on camera. We have 4 of those, 4 trees, 4 Santas. We also have 4 elms, 2 are orange. I actually put the alternative colours down here, and 2 are green. Now I don't know which 2 are alternative on this lot. I'll have to squish them up a bit more. We have 2 snowmen here and 2 snowmen here. So we have 16 cards, 2 sets of matching. Now, I've called this pairs. It can be memory, it can be snap, it can be anything you want. I think it's memory. That's what we will play. And it's as simple as grabbing your cards, just like you normally do. Giving them a shuffle, if I can. And putting them out. And I would be putting them out in, I don't know, what, 16? 4 rows of 4, probably, on the table. We may not see them all. But let's get them out. I'll show you quickly. I didn't think I'd be playing games, did you? I will make an extra row down this side with an extra one. How's that? So there you go. It's 16. So you can get 4 rows of 4, and it's just a matter of turning one over and that one over, and they don't match, and turning them back until you get the pairs, and the one that makes the most pairs wins. So it's a very easy game. But what do you do when you're finished? What did we do when we've got all this finished? I thought about making a little box, because at the moment Stampin' Up! Does not have a box that they fit in. And I thought I'll make a little box, or I can put them on a ring. That might have worked. You know, one of those clip together rings like I use here. One of these. They're my colour coaches. But I decided Stampin' Up! Had something perfect a few years ago. So I dragged into my box of Christmas Past, Stampin' Up! Christmas Past, and I pulled out a tin that they had. I have a couple left over, and I thought, this is perfect. Oh, she says, trying to get them in. They fit in perfectly. They come out perfectly. So that's a perfect way to keep them, and it means that you could keep them year after year. So, how am I going to put this together? What am I going to do? So, I thought I need to label it. So I'm going to label it. Now I'm quickly going to run through. I thought I had one. I obviously don't. I'm going to run through another label. And it's going to be in the Designer Series paper. So let's run that through quickly. Now you might have a little box they fit in, or you might prefer to make a box, or you might just put a rubber band around them. But because I had this tin, and I know I don't normally pull out old stock, retired stock, but I just felt that this was perfect for what I needed. But this is how you could decorate any box that you've got. So I'm going to glue this on here, but it still needs a label. Oh, I meant to leave this. I'll bring it back in. I'm going to use the alphabet. These are the, what do they call them? The mini alphabet dies. So it comes all together. Now I could just cut out little pieces, which I've done in the past. There's the label. Thought I had one. Now I have two. I could just cut out and put little pieces over this, but coming up to Christmas I might need lots of letters anyhow, so I'm going to cut all my letters out, and I'm going to store them, what I don't use. I'll just get that off. So we'll pop that on, get that over here before I throw it in the bin. Pop this over here. I know what I'm doing. May not sound like it, but I do. And we'll just cut out all these letters. I think we'll take that tray out and we'll get rid of this. Now some are, oh, only two of them on the tray. We've got those two. Get me bits off my tray. Now you could use that on the front of a card. Looks quite good. I haven't. It'd be good for the teachers at the end of the year, wouldn't it? There's a thought. Now we'll just pop all the letters out. Come on. There's lots of holes here, but we'll get all these out. And the other thing I could have done, which I haven't, is made my life easier by doing this on a adhesive sheet. And I did think I would do that, but I didn't think about it this morning. So we'll just use a bit of glue. Have I got that? No, I haven't got this side. They're all out. So here's all my letters. Now what I tend to do is when I do this, I keep letters in a little bag so that I can get to some letters at any stage I need them. I know I want the letters, the letter R, S, P. I'll just pop his centre out. We need an A and an I. And it's not Paris, which my daughter said. What have you written Paris for? It's pears. Oh, I think that's wishful thinking. Or maybe it's because I have Paris on my watch at all. Oh, it's just gone off. Paris on my watch all the time. She said, why have you written Paris? So we'll get rid of all those, save them for another project. And we'll bring in our well, it is a label or a tag with the DSP. Now, you might think, oh, I haven't got kids. I'm going to put this, we haven't got kids around us. Bella, who's 16, is the youngest in our family. I am going to put this on the table as a game for everyone to play, because it's these silly games. Now, if you want to do it straight, which I find very hard to do if I don't do this, that's the best way, because I end up with my A crooked and all my letters crooked. So I tend to do a ruler underneath. And it's better if I put the ruler straight, I think, too. That looks a bit better. So that A needs to come up a bit. You could do the monkey, actually, because they'd look just as cute. But, I don't know. That might do my head in a bit today. So, oh, come on, I stay there. And and it's not going to go, there it goes. Now, this glue does glue very strongly, and it will glue onto that tin. But because I want it to stay in place, because it would take a long time to dry, I am going to put a little bit of tear and tape under it. I think, oh yeah, no, that looks right. Sometimes I put my S's down and they look like they should have gone the other way. But I think that looks all right. So that says theirs. Then I'm not going to get in trouble for calling it memory or breaking any what is it, copyright. Now I've got a bit of glue there, but I'm just going to pop on so it holds while we have a look as well. A couple of these, just to hold it in place while it all dries. Now, if I was doing this and I wasn't going to show you or anything, I'd literally just sit this like this for a few minutes and it would help while it dries. But we want to have a quick look at what we've created. So this is a little game. You could give it to a child. You could just use it for Christmas. And as I said, we have our oh yes, we mixed them up, didn't we? We have our see if we can get some of them in pairs. We have our snowman. We have trees. There's an elf and a Santa and a Santa and an elf and a Santa. So it doesn't take much. It's quick and easy to make. The longest bit I felt was cutting things out and perhaps colouring. But once it's there, it's a game you've got. It's a game that the kids can play. You can have as many as you want. We could do another set and make it an even bigger game by just putting different colours. You could make a green Santa and a blue elf and so on. So, you know, it's not something that you should limit your imagination to just, oh, well, it's only for little kids because there's so few. In fact, I'll probably make another set to go with it so that it is a bit bigger for our table and we can have everyone can have a turn and have a few laughs. But that's my set for this time, and I hope that inspires you to think outside the box, get crafting, and see what you can make. After all, we can make lots of little gifts for people. Oh, it doesn't want to do that. I want you to come round here. Here we go. It was being a bit temperamental. That's a bit better. All right, so hopefully that inspires you to do something creative for Christmas. This whole series of 12 days is going to look at little things we can create and give. So we've done 3 now. So tomorrow I'm going to surprise you with something different again. It could be a decoration or it could be a gift. Now this project, as I said, it could be, you could use it as one of your own decorations, or you could give it as a gift. I'm giving mine as a gift. So join me tomorrow at 10 o'clock and I'll show you what we're going to be doing. Have a good day. Try and stay dry a bit, but the rain's going to help the garden, isn't it? So try and stay dry, and I will catch up with you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Enjoy. Bye-bye.